Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Thank you to everybody that's in this live this morning. I appreciate y'all so much. I hope everybody's Monday. I wanted to come on a little earlier, probably about 7, and play some little uh Monday motivational music, but I did not because I started doing something and I just I started doing one thing, child, and y'all know I'm up at 4, so it's like I thought I would be finished doing what I was doing um, in order to come on for a couple of hours before I came on here to give a little motivational music on this Monday, but I didn't. But I got y'all. I got y'all. I'll hop on here early one morning and get into it. But thank y'all. And Keyshawn didn't start playing with that truck until I got on live. I think I think the crumb snatchers are haters when it comes to my lives. But good morning. You was looking, Leah. It was on my spirit to do it, and I had planned on doing it at 7, but I got into I was yeah. When I say I be spring cleaning, I honestly do. When the weather go to changing, I honestly do. I be pulling stuff out closets and rearranging stuff. I think I need some help, or maybe not. I don't know. But anywho, I had it on my brain what I was gonna get accomplished this morning, and I ended up doing more, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why people don't understand why I have a lot of time on my hands, because I'm very organized. Like I have on my brain what I want done each morning before I start my day. Good morning, Trey.
We behind. It ain't good morning. She still asleep. I'm scrambling.
She let her sleep. Wait a minute, hold on. My thing is acting crazy. She still sleep? It's only oh wow, it's 9:18. Oh yeah, y'all supposed to be up and about. Well, I mean, hey, let her sleep. She had a long weekend, Trey. So
She'll be
listen,
alright.
y'all. Huh?
She'll be alright.
Anyway, so like I said, long story short, I didn't come on at 7, but I'm gonna try to do better with that, y'all. I'll probably be on tomorrow morning early. Okay, so listen. Happy Monday. Hope everybody's day. When is CMA? Oh, Trey, is your interview today? I think it's like
Yeah,
lunchtime.
it's like 11 my time, 12 his.
Okay, so we got to get
That's
into it,
gonna
y'all.
get put. That's gonna get pushed back some too. I'm scrambling.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, that's right. You're running late. Okay, great. All right. So listen, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, ebooks, for reminding me, child. My trusted ebooks. Y'all know I be coming for ebooks for real, but I love her. She's great. Y'all remember how I used to when I used to give ebooks the side eye? I gave ebooks the side eye for a long time. Now I can't get rid of her. I love my ebooks. Juice can't behave, no. Juice can't really behave on my ebooks. But happy Monday. I hope everybody's Monday getting out to a great start, y'all. Yeah, I did ebooks. Honestly, I did. I really did. I ain't gonna lie. I own my shit. I did. I did. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. But that's how that's why I don't beat myself up too much when I choose to give people chances. You know what I'm saying? It don't always work out for the good, but most of the time it does. If I had got rid of ebooks a long time ago, I would have my ebooks. I love my ebooks. Okay, y'all. Hey Juicy. Hey Raina. Y'all come on in. Y'all Raina did an upload this morning. It's on the community wall. I think Cammy Poo got one over there as well. Yeah, make sure y'all go over there and check them out, okay? I block. Did I block you, girl? I don't remember, E. Brooks. I plead the fifth. I don't remember blocking you. Hey, Charlene. My Charlene. Hey, y'all. Y'all come on in. It's good to see y'all, even though we just left each other not too long ago. Girl, I don't remember E. Brooks. Girl, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all, today is a beautiful day. You want to know why? Today is a beautiful day because we are here. God blessed us to see another day. And it's chilly here, y'all. I don't think I've cut my heat on in like weeks. I don't think I cut my heat on in like weeks, but I woke up this morning and it was sunny, but it was, well, actually, when I woke up, it was still dark. It's sunny now. The sun is shining bright, but it's cold. You've been trying to block me for a month. D-Truth, you want to hit the link? You know this your jig. I love when you come up. Let me see. Let me drop the link. Anybody can come up, y'all. Anybody want to come up and be part of the commentary? Come on up. Y'all know I love for y'all to come on up. Yeah, ebook. I mean, D Truth. I don't know what you got going on, but it's cool. I guess I'll take you. I'll keep you. Heathen said, "Truth, I'm going to need you to keep your heathens in check. I'm going to block them if they keep messing up my morning meditations, girl. Girl, you can't do that. Come correct. Okay, D Truth. You can't do that, girl. You stuck. Everybody stuck. We stuck. It's up and it's stuck. Oh, y'all know y'all be making my day. Come on up. Come on up. Hey, my juicy.
I just come up here to clear my name because people be saying things and it don't concern me. But I'm just gonna come up here this time and this time only because you know what? I'm so sick of y'all saying that I do this, that, and the third and everything. That girl messed with me first. I ain't did nothing to her, and I'm ready for this. You got something to say? Get up here. Come up on the panel. You got something to say? But she ain't gonna get up here because she don't never had nothing to say. That's what I'm talking about.
Leah, YouTube for some reason, and I'm gonna check again, but they be blocking my membership on it. Like they won't give me membership on this channel. I don't know why. I don't know why. But if you remember on the other channel, that's good enough for me, child. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see what I can do. But membership, YouTube would not give me membership options on this channel. Y'all, this finna be a good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Truth. Good morning, Money Boy Trey. Good morning, Baby Patty.
You ain't gonna
Now,
speak to
Juicy
Juicy?
Kim.
Okay.
Did you miss somebody? Am I in the incognito or something over here? Hold on. Am
I
I
needed to.
is I'm blind and I can't see? I need to wear some glasses like DMC or
Hey, fun. Hey, fun.
Hey,
something.
hey, the cute baby on the profile picture.
Mm, mm,
Thank you,
mm,
Leah.
mm.
Thank you, beautiful. What is going on? See, y'all, we cannot get over these issues over here in Semperville. I told him to change my name to Heathenville. What's the problem this morning? It's Monday. It's a beautiful
She a
morning.
bully. She a bully, just like Sweet Berry said. She a bully. I figured it out this morning. I done figured it out.
So y'all been on the phone early this morning, Juice Kim.
Yes, we was. I'm not gonna say we wasn't.
And
I
tell the
can't tell a lie because she was
tell the
bullying me this morning, and I understand why. I see what she did to. Hmm.
no, Juicy Kim. Keep it cute. Put it on mute.
Ooh,
Now,
ooh, ooh,
look.
ooh. See what
Now,
I'm saying? Bully.
now this is what happened. True. I was asleep. No, I had just waken up at 9 something, 8 something, and I was giving myself my morning. I was stretching and doing my morning motivation talks to myself.
Mm-hmm.
My
Gotta
phone
do it.
rings. My phone rings, and it says Juicy Kim in all caps.
Hmm.
Now, her, and my little sis E Brooks was already on there,
Mm.
and E Brooks was like, "Conqueror, you still sleep? Why you sound so sad, Conqueror?" And I said, no, I just woke up.
Oh,
And she
Jesus.
said, oh my God, come correct. I'm so proud of you. You slept in today. And I said, yeah. And Juicy Kim said, that
Who
girl
voice sound
always
like
sleep.
that? Come correct. Who voice is
Squeak.
that?
E
Ebru,
Brooks.
down to the wire.
Mm-hmm. That's why Juicy Kim called her Squeaky. And so Juicy Kim said, E Brooks, that there girl, what you talking about? She always get her rest. That girl always get her sleep. And E Brooks said, Juicy Kim, no, she don't. She be up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Come correct me to get her sleep. Juicy Kim, leave come correct alone.
Mm.
That's what happened was.
So that means Juicy Kim started it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Just
Mm.
like
I
Fawn
beg the
started it.
difference.
Just like Fawn started it the other night. I wasn't even saying when nobody saying her name, no nothing. And she wanna come up on the panel and pop off at the mouth.
Hey, Tisha. Y'all see what I
But
have to deal with, Simples. This is why I need y'all see what I have to deal with. Now imagine getting phone calls. These three arguing over the telephone and calling me and inserting me into the bullshit. You feel me? Y'all feel my pain. Okay, go ahead.
it's more than three because just because Squeaky be
Oh yeah, it
squeaking,
be about 4 or 5 sometimes. Yeah.
okay, let's make sure we include her. Don't disinclude her, okay?
I'm just saying. I'm just
No,
Well,
I'm
trying
she
to
just
get away.
saying. I'm just
She get
saying
away because
too.
she light skinned, Juicy Kim. She light skinned. She can do that.
Who's like, no, what's her name lighter than her? So that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I don't get down with that colorism. I'm telling you, I'm black and they black and her black and her black. And they is all messy, 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 messy. Because they let me tell you, this is what they do. What your name is? Money boy. This is what they do. I they got iPhones. I got Android. So I when I can call everybody and I but when a iPhone call me first, I can't call and make the call join together. So I do the calling to make sure I get everybody on point, right? So this time, so every time I call these hussies, is what I called them. Yes, I did. Well, let's call it true. Especially that one, that transparent one down there at the bottom over there next to me over there. Well, we need to call true. I say, I'm not doing it. And that's why Sweet Berry say I get bullied into doing it. And then when I say, well, she didn't answer the phone, I come back and say she didn't answer the phone. So it so happened that somebody text like I needed somebody, like I was in an emergency situation, and that's what made her call me. And they know how this girl is about her Juicy Kim, which is her special guest.
Hey
So
Trey Love. Good morning, beautiful.
good morning, Trey. I love you. So
Good
then,
morning. Good morning, y'all.
uh, this is
Juicy
the
Kim, this story ghetto.
this
Thank
this
you,
is the
Trey. Thank you.
truth.
Good looking out. Good looking out. It
But
is.
this is how it happened. I'm just trying to tell you, this is the truth.com. I don't meddle with
Y'all keep
nobody.
talking. Keyshawn wants some more waffles. I'll be right back.
Okay, go get me some waffle. What kind is that? Berry? Blueberry?
Actually, no, no, no. My little like blueberry. Keyshawn like regular and
Oh,
strawberry.
oh
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. I like blueberry. I love me some blueberry waffles. But no money boy, this ain't ghetto. This is how these people do me. I really be over here minding my own business in my own world. I don't say nothing to nobody. Y'all even I barely even be like speaking to people. You know what I'm saying? When that's when I'm in the bushes. But then sometimes I'm like leave and drop down and have to come out the bushes. You know what I'm saying? So they be meddling with me. I don't meddle with nobody. Ask Candy. Candy, do I meddle with anybody? Candy will tell you I don't meddle with nobody. He don't know how, E. Brooks. He don't know how to take over. He ain't got to take over spirit like me. Boom. Huh. He
See,
gonna say,
keyword. Proof
Y'all
that
keep me
she.
at this women dispute y'all get. Don't be putting me in this E Brooks.
yeah, you see how she throws you under the bus, then you that's what she do. She'll throw you under the bus, but she won't get her raggedy ass up here, right? You see what I'm saying? Woo, yeah.
I'm starting to believe what Juicy Kim is saying about you, Light Bright. I'm starting to believe
Mhm, mhm.
Who's light bright?
E Brooks.
Oh, okay.
Thank you,
But
Candy. See, Candy
but
know me.
no, but y'all see what she just said. The key word. See, people don't think when they speak.
Yes,
She
I
trying
do.
to
I
say
know every word I speak.
she trying to say that she been bullied, but
Let me
didn't
say
she
this to
just?
anybody that's here that don't know how we work over here. Y'all listen. I'm sorry. I apologize for this ghetto activity, but we have to get some straightening with our people. Hey, Mike. Good morning to CMA. Listen, we have to get straightening. Our people. We have to get straightening with them and kind of hash out things and stuff. Just excuse this. We're gonna get into the commentary, but I deal with heathens. Okay, so go ahead, y'all. Continue.
Oh, wait.
But but did y'all not just hear Juicy Kim say she has a takeover spirit?
Mm-hmm.
How many
That's what
times
they
have
were
y'all
saying. I
seen?
did. They was like, somebody said, "Truth, let me take over her." What a name! And I said, "That is
Wait a
be
minute, wait a minute. How is that possible when I'm a cult leader? You're not supposed to be able to do that.
Let me clap to it.
That don't make sense,
Don't make
ma'am.
a bit of sense. Do it, boo. No, I don't have a
All you
takeover
heathens
spirit
come
for
up
real.
here and take over my shit.
I don't have
All
no
of you.
takeover spirit. I help out like when she walk away because I have a gift for gab and I will talk. I like to talk. I don't like to type, but I like to talk.
And that's all she do is be talking that shit.
Okay,
I,
Trey Love. Trey Love say, hold on, guys. I'm at Firestone getting tires changed. Had to turn down, but I'm about to pull you outside so I can listen. Okay, boo. All right.
okay. She must be in some nice weather to be at the Firestone while we
She's
up here
not too
getting
far from
freezing.
me. She's not too far from me. So if she's having the type of weather I'm having, it's pretty nice. It's just
Girl, we
chilly.
had freezing rain and snow and everything today. Boy, I tell you, we getting hit. We getting that Canada weather or something. Cause we get it. We
Ebro,
get it.
stop doxing Trey Love. My God, today. I mean, actually, did you power off? Stop doxing Ebro.
Thank you, sweet Berry. I appreciate that. See, she said, "Come correct. You ain't not innocent, ma'am."
Did I ever? I never said I was innocent. But when y'all be coming up here with that bullshit, I'ma stand my ground.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Leah. See, Leah, no, hold on. She said, "Hold up, Juice Kim. Here's the special guest. Thank you, baby."
See, what we're
That's
not
what
gonna
you
do is
talking about.
not what we're not gonna do is entertain that motion. No. I'm not-
Excuse me. It's already out in the world that I'm a special guest. Thank you very much.
Oh God, I
It's
can't.
already out
Morning, my
there.
slay. Good morning, my slay. True. How many times have you cussed Juicy Kim out?
Girl, I don't even remember.
How many times? What? I missed that because she talking soft again. What she say?
She said, "How many times have I cussed you out?"
Oh, she do that all the time. Every
I
day
cuss
she
her
be
out
saying
every time I
words.
answer the phone. Come correct, you be there. I cuss y'all out.
No, you don't cuss them. Let's make sure we get this clear. You don't cuss them. You just be saying, you say to them, what y'all want now? But to me, damn it, Juicy Kim, what the fuck you calling me for now? What you need?
Well,
That's what
your
I
number
get.
is the number that come up on the caller ID,
Well,
ma'am.
that's why
So
I'm going on strike. I'm striking my cell phone.
I don't believe it. I would never
I'm
believe it.
is. I'm is
You'll be
going to
calling me
strike.
later on today. I'm gonna block your ass.
And that's what I thought you did the other day when you said your phone was broke. I swear I said she done blocked me, y'all. Asked them, did I tell them that? I said she done blocked me.
You
I said
probably
that's
was
all
just
right.
you probably was in distress because you always have to fuck with me.
I was calling to tell you something important.
You think everything you call me for is important, and it don't be. It don't be juicy. It don't.
It be important to me. It be important to me
I
though.
know. I get it. I get it. I know. I know. So y'all listen. I fuss and I cuss, but I have to answer the phone when these people call me. I don't know why. I'm just. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I can't. Sometimes I just. I'm not gonna answer.
Say she gonna refuse to answer the phone. I know she look at the phone, look at it, pick it up, and be like, "Oh shit, that's just to kill me." Put that phone right back down. I know she do me like that, y'all,
Girl,
but
I
that's all
can't. If
right.
I don't.
I
If I
done
don't.
learned.
If I don't answer, I'm either asleep or I ain't get the call. Sometimes my phone be in my bedroom on the charge and I be somewhere else. But I usually
Listen,
pick up.
I done learned to let you do you, because when I get up on this here panel, you allow me to do me.
Hold on, y'all. We finna
Okay.
get started, y'all. We finna get started. I'm gonna plug up Keyshawn tablet. I'll be right back.
Okay, go ahead. Yes, so that's why I say I have no problem with her. If she look at my cell phone call and see me calling, I don't hold no grudges. I don't hold nothing now. Welcome back, Trey Love. Welcome back. But they these here people, you got to hold them with a what you call it, a teaspoon of salt or something, a grain of salt, cause they messy.
All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's get into it because I
Okay,
don't.
let me go
We
on
gotta
mute.
be ready when Trey and CMA go live. So we got to be at least. Keyshawn, is this your charger?
That baby is in the bed and I'm sitting down crying.
Why are you crying?
I don't know. It just felt like a crying moment. I got her stuff
Um,
laid out.
You got what?
I got her clothes laid out and stuff.
You just want to wake her up so bad, Trey, but you not finna do that. Leave her alone. Let her rest.
Oh no,
She
she
ain't
ain't
even
nothing
gotta
back.
go to. She ain't even gotta
Yes,
go to daycare today. Period.
yes, she do.
Separational issue. You got separate. You need to seek help for that.
I'm
it's
now she
it's
go
okay, Trey. It's
I'm gonna wake
okay.
up
It's
at
okay.
10 if she ain't up.
Y'all, I shared an upload from Jay's Eat. I need y'all to go to the wall. I need y'all to go to the wall and make sure y'all support all the uploads, all the things I shared on the wall, y'all. I did a lot this morning because I missed some over the weekend. So y'all make sure y'all go over there and check out Jay's Eat as well. For those that don't know, y'all drop Jay's Eat's link. Mods. Charlene is working. Ebro, you better be at work because you look like you slacking. I don't even see you typing. You know what? I cannot. Trey, we need to find, better people. This is not gonna work for me. Okay, so listen, we're gonna get into we're gonna get into y'all know we ended off last week. Um, listening to Vale give us a rundown of the Tim Norman sentencing hearing, right? So we're gonna try to finish that off because I got a live I want to do hopefully tomorrow. It's gonna be pretty interesting. We're gonna not get rid of Lord Jesus. We're gonna finish up on this Tim stuff as far as the sentencing, and then we're gonna talk about something else that went down, and then we're gonna be through with him for now. Now, my honest opinion, I feel like he's gonna file an appeal if he hasn't already filed one. So we may get into it more after that, but until then, we're gonna finish up with what happened in the courtroom as far as his sentencing, and then we're gonna move on because I am so too deep with this Murdoch trial, and then I got other stuff people want me to talk about. So yeah, y'all listen. I can't express to y'all how excited I am to be back on this channel. I really am, and I want to say again, thank y'all to those that support this channel. I appreciate it so much. Make sure y'all hit that like button for your girl. Keep this channel in this commentary in the algorithm. Okay. Feel free to hit the cash app and support the channel. I get ridiculed when it comes to this channel, which don't bother me, but I like to point things out to the people that have so much to say. Now, as far as this channel and the views on this channel and my commentary on this channel, you know, People, I think, and I think I said this yesterday, and I'm gonna emphasize it again, just because today is Motivational Monday, right? And I really wanted to do that live this morning, y'all. I had it titled and everything, Motivational Monday, but that's okay. That's okay. God will bless us with many more Mondays. Okay. So with that being said, when it comes to what people have to say about me and this channel and what I'm doing on this channel, I challenge you. All right. And I'm being facetious when I do that because I know you're not gonna do the challenge, you're not gonna entertain it. You may have something negative to say about it, but I'm gonna do it just because I can, right? Good morning, Scorpio. Come on, Trey. Come on. But the thing about it is, like, I challenge you, right? Because we all know I have my messy, I say messy channel, all tea, no shade channel that I do my crap on that, is growing and, people support it and I appreciate it. But I also have this channel, right? That's not with the crap and the bullshit and the extra, right? I'm trying to do something positive on this channel. And see what I challenge you to do, those that want to, kind of critique this channel and say, oh, that channel ain't doing shit, that channel ain't shit. Well, I challenge you to do the same, maybe sometimes. hmm hmm Try to do something positive. Doesn't have to be, true crimes or the news or anything of that nature. Just something other than roasting, gagging, lying, and name calling. I challenge you. And we'll see how yours do in comparison to mine. Since y'all always got your eyes on me, all eyes on me. Cause see, just like I said yesterday on my Sunday inspiration, if I can come out here and I can do the bullshit, and I can come out here and I can address the bullshit, I can come out here and I can praise God. I can come out here and I can talk about things that matter. See, me having 3 different channels with 3 different types of commentary on it says a lot about me. It shows a lot about me. Something you cannot take away from me, no matter what you say. And I ain't talking to one in particular person because there's been a couple of people that had something to say about this channel and what I'm doing on this channel. One thing you can bet, and I'm going to be through with this little motivational speech, and it's motivation for me, right? One thing about this channel, unless God see fit, it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. And as long as I'm able to come on it and do what I do, it's gonna be this type of commentary. It's gonna be this type of content. Whether it stays where it is or whether it fly rocket to the top, it's still gonna be here. But I challenge you to do the same. I challenge you to do something other than the cursing, the hollering, the screaming, the roasting, the gagging, the name calling, the lying, the all of that. I challenge you. That's it. That's all. Now, let's get into Vale's breakdown of the courtroom action with this whole sentencing because we got a lot to do, y'all. We got a lot of work to do on this channel. Shout out to the 55 people here supporting me. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's see. So I'm gonna bag it up just a little bit from where we ended off on Friday, and then we're gonna get into it. All right. I'm gonna drop the link one more time for anybody that wants to hit it. Come up, be a part of the commentary. And yeah, y'all be sure to hit that like button and also feel free to hit the cash app and support the channel. Good morning, Brenda. The race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but to them that endure to the end. Come on, Miss Brenda. Thank you.
Since the trial, she sings a little slower, a little frailer. It's sad. It's sad. It's heartbreaking for me to see.
He's talking about Miss Robbie and Miss Robbie's appearance in this moment, y'all. He's saying she seems like she's aged a bit, like and I can listen. What do you expect? The lady has been through a lot. She's already up in age, and so going through this right here, I'm sure it's not, helping her as far as what she's going through at her age or any health issues she may be having. So yeah, I get it.
See, so let me see what else. Yeah, because that was about all I caught with her. So who else was with her? And they came in kind of like as an entourage, almost as usual. JR was there. damn, I forgot to pull this picture in. But y'all remember Tim?
Good morning, Miss Monica.
Friend JR, who was on the show for the first 2 seasons until rumor is Tim got jealous because JR was getting more popular and he was more entertaining on the show. So Tim kind of wrote him off the show. So we saw him like the first 2 seasons.
I don't believe that though. I mean, I know people say stuff and put stuff out there. I don't know if somebody in the family said that. I don't know if just a viewer said that. I don't know, but I don't believe that. I don't think that JR kind of took over as far as being more popular. I think he was a nice little addition to the show. He wasn't on there that much from what I can remember. But I don't agree with that he was taking over the show and that Tim became jealous. I don't believe that. He wasn't on there that much.
Never heard from him again, but they've been friends the whole time. Tell me how that works. But reality TV. So and Michelle from the show, cousin Michelle, she was there. She had on a medical mask. Well, she had on a mask, like face mask. I can't remember if it was the traditional medical looking one. No, I feel like it wasn't for sure. But anyway, she had on a mask, but we know what you look like, Michelle. But hey, Michelle, loved you on the show as well. Mr. Bussey appeared as well. I feel like this one lady, she looked so familiar. I feel like she was that business manager.
Well, girl, Trey Love, you see why now, honey. He had that spirit on him. That's probably what you was feeling, honey.
Who worked in the office at the Sweetie Pie's upper crust location that we saw on the show occasionally. But then there were, some other people that you guys would not know. There was this one guy. I don't even know why I'm missing because I can't find it. I wouldn't be able to find a picture of him, but I feel like he was on the show towards the last few seasons. He looked very familiar and he definitely knew the family, but he didn't come in with them. He was there before them. So I don't know, but he was there as well. So I feel like that was another one of Tim's friends. So in total, there were about 13 people with the Montgomery family. But those are the ones that I actually wrote down. Okay, so then Judge Ross, pretty much immediately once they file in, Judge Ross then calls the court to order. He comes out. Judge Ross begins to read the docket of the timeline of events. So he says, on July, blah, 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 of this date, Tim Norman was indicted and we had a conference on this date and this happened. And he just kind of went through that timeline. Things are happening so quick, y'all. I swear, I think I wrote down like, you know what? If Tim appeals, well, not if, when Tim appeals this, we'll be able to get the transcripts on this too. So we will have the details because I couldn't keep up. This is so much harder. The sentencing hearings are so much harder than the trials because, like I stated before, I don't get the breaks between questions that you get when.
Mine's that I know Charlene is here. Can I get the link to Vail, the randomness of Vail's channel? To be dropped in the link is dropped in the chat as well. Y'all, this is and I'm gonna say it again he changed his name. He changed the name of his channel. I didn't even notice that. Okay, it's called Vail B, VELL capital B Reacts. Okay. So if one of my mods could grab that link to his channel and drop it in the chat throughout the live. This is Vail reactive to his courtroom experience when he went to the Timothy Norman sentencing trial, y'all make sure y'all go over and check it out. Val has a really good channel. I like his channel. I like his even though it may seem like a lot to some, he's very detailed. He has very good content on there. So y'all go over there and check him out if you feel it, okay? Trey said then I didn't like how he was just opening restaurant. Oh yeah, when he started doing that crap. Now see, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, like before Tim started really showing himself on the show as far as his funky attitude when it came to Janae, and let me be clear. I think Tim was absolutely ass when it comes to the treatment of Janae, but I also feel like Janae has issues as well. But when he started doing side-eye shit to his mamas, opening restaurants and just going against what she wanted. I started kind of feeling the way too, but I never would have thought he would have did something like this ever. I mean, I felt like he had issues or whatever, but I never would have thought he would have did this at all.
When there's a trial and people are being questioned and the lawyers or the attorneys have to think of their next question or read something before they ask something else,
Hey, Miss
or show
Carla.
evidence and all that, and it gives me time to catch up
Hey,
to
Miss
what I was
Monica.
like. I don't have none of that time. It's just people just talking. So did the best I could. So anyway, he went through that. All while he was doing that, Tim was just looking straight ahead. He had to look like to the side to see the judge. So he was just looking the whole time. My perspective of the front of his face, it was the same as I explained with Terica. I could only see the side and back of their heads just because of the position I was sitting in. So I couldn't see his facial expressions. I could just see a little bit of body language from the torso up, really the shoulders up, and the head movement. That was it. Judge Ross then starts to speak of Tim's emergency motion to delay sentencing because he's trying. I feel like Tim was like, if I could just hold you up for saying it, Judge.
Wait a minute, hold on. I feel like we heard that part. Hold on.
Official in front of the court because Tim is hoping. Well, Tim's attorney, Michael Leonard, is hoping that they could just hold up this whole process and be like, y'all thought thought he was going to report on this today.
We heard that part. Hold on.
It seemed like they could have got in touch with him if they really want. But they end up getting in touch with his attorney. Wael's attorney then told them, hey, remember, he said there have been other things that have happened along the way that's caused him to push back and do continuances and reschedules and all of that. So he's like, basically, I've been working with y'all. Like, I've been dealing with this BS. And this is the last day. I'm ready to move on to something else. I've been working with y'all. And he says, on top of that, it's double hearsay, and rumor. And then he said, it doesn't raise something. And again, he was talking so fast, I put doesn't raise, and it was some more words, and I don't know what else. He says, then he goes in, he's like, and on top of this, let me talk about y'all sloppy work during this process of the trial. How about this?
Now he's talking about the judge speaking to Tim's attorneys. This is what and I know I kind of fast forwarded a bit because we had already listened to that on Friday. I probably rewinded it too much, but yeah. Now he's talking about what the judge had to say to Tim's attorneys. And I'm going to just say this. I'm going to say it, and I don't know how many people agree or not. Maybe, I wish Fun was up here, but Fun may be working. She's working. But listen, and come correct, Juicy Kim, y'all can say something if you want. But why do I feel like, and y'all know we did, commentary on the whole, trial experience. Shout out to Vail who brought it to us real and raw. Why do I feel like the judge? Now, I'm not gonna say the judge had something personal against Tim's attorneys. I just felt like from gate that pretty much the judge felt a way about this whole trial. Maybe felt a way about the defense. I don't know. I just felt like that judge was kind of sort of. And I don't want to say biased, because a judge being biased could actually cause a trial to be, for a mistrial to be filed on a case. I don't want to say that, but I felt like the judge had an issue with the defense. Do y'all remember our commentary on that? What do y'all think up on the panel?
Well, you gotta think how many
Okay, that's okay, Fun. Thank you.
How many conversations they had in chambers, and then you got to also think that these judges know how some of these attorneys operate, just like some of the attorneys know how some of the judges operate.
Yeah, I get it. Maybe he was a little irritated with the defense attorneys before trial even started. Because during the trial, I just felt like he had zero tolerance. Like he wasn't giving at all when it came to the defense. I just felt that way the whole time. Trey Love say might have been because he was defending the killer trying to get him out. Well, I mean, the judge sees that all the time. He sees that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like that case wasn't nothing new. I mean, it was a little bit more. I don't know.
Yeah, but sometimes they be wanting to set an example for the next person that thinks they are movie star or reality TV personality or whatever. They be wanting to set examples.
I guess, and I do believe that. Like I honestly do believe that. I do. But I just felt in my spirit like this judge wasn't budging at all when it came to that defense. I feel like I honestly feel like it's some things that he didn't allow that should have been allowed. I still can't get over the fact that um that Wiley testimony was able to be admitted into court and he was not presented to be cross-examined. I got an issue with that. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Did he take the plea? I mean, he took the fifth. He took
He
the
pled
fifth,
the
right?
fifth. He did plead the fifth, and this is we touched on this a little bit on Friday. He did plead the fifth, but I feel like if he pled the fifth, then his testimony for the prosecution shouldn't have been allowed. Like you can't present some testimony from a person and then the defendant not be able to cross-examine that testimony. I felt like, and I don't know the law like that, y'all. Listen, half of me wish I would have pursued it in college like I initially did, but I ended up switching over to accounting. But I don't even claim to know the law when it comes to that. But what I'm saying is, as far as me just thinking that it's not fair, and me knowing the little bit I know about the law, that people are always supposed to be able to confront their accusers. And I'm not saying that Wiley didn't have the right to plead the fifth. What I'm saying is, if he pled the fifth when it came to being cross-examined, his testimony shouldn't have been allowed. I just feel that way. Because it was like he was able to, much like some of these people do on YouTube, they come out and they say shit that may be lies. And once it's out there. And this man's attorneys didn't even have the opportunity to question him on what he said. I don't think that's fair. I'm sorry. But I'm not, that's just me.
That's a good point. I should be able, if you accusing me of something, and I say a little, and that person says something against me, but yet you plead the fifth, I still should be able to ask the questions of why are you saying this? Like,
Or
I
even
get it.
defend myself
Yeah.
against what you're saying.
Right. How can I not defend myself if you're not letting me speak what I need to say to the person who is accusing me of
Come on,
being
that's
wrong?
all I'm saying. Not saying that it would have made a difference. Not saying that it would have changed the outcome of the
But who
trial.
knows? But who knows if it might not made a difference? Who knows? Because that man was the money man, right? He was the
No, no,
right
he
man.
was the insurance guy, but just Kim. Listen, even that guy, even another, and I cannot remember his name. Y'all know I got notes on this shit, but I have to go and find them I have to go and find them. But listen, it was another guy, one of Tim's friends, that his testimony was presented for evidence, and he pled the fifth as well. So you got all these people saying things and pleading and writing statements, but I ain't gonna say all these people. I'm gonna say at least two that I remember. That's the insurance guy and the friend. They're able to tell their side and that be presented, but the defense was not able to cross-examine it because they came into court and pled the fifth. But yet their testimony was able to be admitted into evidence. I don't think that's fair. I don't.
Okay, so how come Kim's lawyer didn't address that issue or take it to the
I
higher up?
don't know. See, like I say, I'm not the lawyer, so maybe it's part of the judicial process that can be done. I'm just speaking on the person that's saying that's not, to me, that's not fair. You know what I mean?
I
But I
can't.
don't,
I
I don't know
can't
the
with
law
D
like
True.
that.
I can't with D True. I just can't.
I don't even see him no more. Did he come up?
Yes.
Oh, there you, Detroit. Maybe my device. What that
Yeah,
say?
yeah, yes, ma'am.
What the
Yes,
hell
ma'am.
does that say? Hold on.
That
Oh,
says,
Sophia's
"Oh,
home
Sophia
now.
home now. Oh, Sophia home now."
What's up, Detroit?
Good morning. Good
Hey,
morning.
Miss Ann. Good morning, Miss Ann. What you have you been listening?
Yes, I have.
Okay. All right. So what you think about what I'm saying? I just feel a way about that.
Did he answer any questions? He just
Who?
he just pled the fifth the entire time,
Just
correct?
played the field. Just
Then
played the
it
field.
would be a waste of time to cross-examine him if he hadn't answered any questions.
Well, actually, he did hit the stand, and he did. He played the fifth on everything. But the
Yep.
truth, that's not my issue. I respect the pleading the fifth and all of that. But what I'm saying is, what do you think about the fact that he pled the fifth when it came to the defense questions, but his statement to the prosecutors was admitted to court?
They got to cross-examine him. Whether he answers it or not is irrelevant. But they got to cross-examine him.
My God, today
And
that don't seem fair.
remember, he pleaded the fifth because he didn't want to incriminate himself and get more charges.
I get that. I understand all of that. I get it. I even respect the fact that he did plead the fifth. What I'm saying is, I don't think that was fair as far as the defense is concerned.
He was the prosecution's witness. So he gets on the stand for the prosecution first.
Actually, he didn't even hit the stand for the prosecution. They just used his statement.
Oh, his statement. Okay, so
Yeah, they just used his statement.
Yeah, they just used his statement. But
Mhm.
if he was cross-examined, then everything, they can't compel him to answer anything.
I know it. I know it.
If
I
he
get it.
chooses not to. But you're right. The defense has to have the opportunity to cross-examine him. If they don't allow them to do it, then it's a mistrial.
Yeah.
So, but they knew he was going to plead the fifth. But
Oh
again,
yeah.
they were more worried that he would his testimony would probably benefit Tim,
Exactly. And
but it would
that's what
also
that's and
incriminate
that's
him.
the motion. That's the motion they was trying to interject here in this sentencing here, and they was trying to say that if he was actually compelled to testify and another witness they say they had, then it would have changed the outcome. But I don't think it would have literally like changed the outcome of the guilty on the murder charges. I think it may have had an effect on the
On
wire
the,
frauding,
the wire
wire frauding,
fraud
but
and
that
the
it wouldn't have
scam
made a
and
whole.
the fraud. But
Yeah.
here's the thing, though: if he gets cross-examined, he could be implicated more into the murder.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing. I said it on Friday and I'm going to say it again. I feel like this man had an inkling of what this man was thinking because you don't get a huge policy on a 21-year-old that's not your son and then commit fraud to get it. You had to know it was something sinister behind that. And for him, Wiley, the insurance guy, and Terica, the setup queen, to be able to say, "Oh, I didn't know," that's asinine to me. That's ridiculous.
Well, the thing is he pled guilty, and that's the charges he got. If he gets on the stand and acts as if he knew more than he was letting on to get the plea deal, same thing with her. Her plea deal was, I didn't know. I didn't know what he was going to do. But if they cross-examine her or they get more into testimony and she starts hinting that she knew the plot from
hmm
she could be charged with more.
I think this is what I think, and we're gonna move on. But I think that they were so, I'm not gonna say desperate, but they were so hell bent on getting Tim. They copped all these pleas or whatever. They didn't really care as far as because we all know Travell was the shooter. That's neither here or there. Good morning, Matt. Good morning. But I think that they were so hell bent on getting Tim that they dropped the ball when it came to the insurance guy in Terrical. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Like I think they really dropped the ball when it came to Terrica and Wiley.
But
They were so
you don't know, they may have been the first to flip.
they were.
Then they got the best deal.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
they needed Wiley's testimony in order to implicate Tim even more. So
Yeah.
what so they took Wiley's testimony to back up Terica's testimony. So they
Hmm.
needed both of them to testify against Tim.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Yeah, I get it. I get the whole process or whatever. I just think it was bogus. I'm sorry. And listen, I agree with the guilty verdict as far as when it comes to Tim. See, it's sort of kind of like the same, and I need you to start getting this together. The truth, the whole R. Kelly thing. It's sort of kind of like what I feel in the R. Kelly case, right? I feel like R. Kelly definitely needs to be locked up. I think R. Kelly committed crimes. I do, but I also feel like it's others. Do you feel me? That should be locked up as well. See,
Yes.
I'm about everybody taking accountability for what they do. You got all these people, as far as the R. Kelly case, right? You got all these people that actually enabled this man to do some of the things that he did. They
Exactly.
sat around, they watched it, they knew about it, they were able to be paid off not to talk about it, not to tell it,
And they
and
hid it
now you got this man locked up, which he deserves to be locked up. But what
30
about these
years.
other people?
But again, they hid it. They knew it was there, and even the ones that turned a blind eye to it are culpable.
That's what exactly. Exactly. And it's the same I feel like with the insurance guy and with Terica. Come on now. Even with Terica, listen, even with her, okay, she said she didn't know Tim was gonna have him killed or whatever. But baby girl, you knew that this man was using you to lure this man to a location. You said you thought I think she insinuated that she thought he was just gonna have him beat up. Well, ma'am, that's a crime. That's a crime. Okay? But your thing is, you didn't know that he was gonna have him killed. It don't matter. Why be a part of a plan to put this young man's life in danger? But yet you get out with 3 years that you're probably not gonna even serve. And you gotta think about it too. These people been locked up for a while. That's why I say I don't think none of them, as far as Wiley and Terica, they're not gonna be locked up long. They're not
Their,
gonna be locked up long.
their time they spent in jail goes towards their sentence.
Exactly. They're not gonna be locked up much longer. They're gonna be out. So I
But
don't think that.
she didn't get charged with murder. She got charged with conspiracy.
And listen, the truth, that's bullshit to me too. To the fact that she got 3 years, because a conspiracy charge is a serious charge. It can carry life.
It can if they implement you in the death, meaning you played an intricate part in orchestrating the death. She
Hmm.
says she didn't know what he was going to do.
Of
He
course.
just asked her to call him.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
And as far as the insurance guy goes, he just asked me for a policy. A policy he was going to pay for. I had no clue that this was going to be the reason the young boy was murdered.
Okay.
Unless they could trip him up to admit something,
Hmm.
there's no proof that he knew. None.
That yeah. Yeah. And they couldn't prove that they actually knew. But I'm just talking common sense.
Well,
And
you're right, but again, they dangle the 3 years over him to plead guilty. If they
hmm
believe there's a possibility that they could lose this case, because remember, there's 12 jurors. You
hmm
never know who's going to be on there. You
That's
never
true.
know what could happen. And unless you have a rock solid case, there's a chance that you could lose it. And
That's
they
true.
knew with Terica and the
Payment
insurance
Rosie.
guy
Hmm.
that they didn't have enough evidence to prove that they were aware of the final plot,
Mm.
that they were just keys in the in the in the in the plan, he needed them and only told them what they needed to know to execute their part of the plan.
Mm-hmm.
So unless they have evidence that proves that they knew exactly what's going on, they would have probably gotten acquitted. But they were going for deeper charges, so they had to dangle something in front of them to say, "Okay, I'll take that."
Mm-hmm. I get it. I get the whole process. I do. I do. I just, I just don't feel like justice is fair all the time. But that's just me. That's my personal feeling. So, um, yeah. Trey Love said Tim told the insurance guy that Andre may not make it through today. Remember? Yeah, I remember that. I remember that statement. Trey Love. How would he know? And he put it on. What he put it on, Trey Love, is not the fact that he wanted them to be taken out, but the fact that he was engaging or indulging with that, like, what was that music, drill music or whatever. He put it on his lifestyle. He pretty much said that the lifestyle Dre was living, he probably wouldn't be here much longer. But that's crap. That's crap. All right, y'all. Let's listen to some more. Let's listen to some more of the breakdown.
So then he reminds them that they didn't even subpoena YL until the first day of the trial. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember, I can't wait to read this transcript with y'all, but y'all remember during the trial how I told y'all that we were like into week 2, I think, when they was like, Tim's attorneys was like, wait, y'all ain't gonna call YL? We thought y'all was gonna call YL. We was gonna cross-examine him. Oh, y'all didn't have him on the list? Oh, ish. We needed him. And so Judge Ross is like, that's on you. Like, if you want witnesses, you don't depend on the other side to call them. You make sure you put them on the right.
And let's be clear. I think Tim's attorney dropped the ball on that as well. Because the thing about it, you're at trial or before trial, you're given a witness list. And they should have noticed that YO was not on that witness list. And if y'all remember when we was covering this back then, they waited to the last minute to subpoena him. Like, they waited to the last minute to summons him to court. And when they did decide to do that, that man avoided being served. He was at home at times when they was trying to serve him. He did not answer the door. He was not served. So I think they dropped the ball on that as well.
Roster to be subpoenaed and all that. So versus them doing all of that prior to the trial, they trying to do it during the trial.
Okay,
YL was like, nah, no thanks. I ain't doing it. Like, I've made my plea deal and I ain't trying to get no more trouble. So I ain't got nothing to say to y'all. I plead the fifth. And wasn't answering the door. But yeah, he was going to work every day. I don't know what was happening with that, because it seemed like they could have got in touch with him if they really want. But they end up getting in touch with his attorney. YL's attorney then told them, hey, all I got to tell you is, for one, y'all ain't served him yet, so it's a moot point until you can serve him. But for two, even if you are able to serve him, I'm letting you know now he's going to plead the fifth. It ain't going to work for y'all. And so that's what, they end up kind of leaving that situation alone. So, so Judge Ross mentioned that big failure on their part. He also said, let me see. Oh, he also said that on top of, because now Tim's side is trying to say, no, see, what happened with him and YL, that wasn't no crime. See what happened when we got a witness. See, you got to hold this up so we can bring in that person. Then Judge Ross is like, on top of that, in July, when YL pled guilty, he attested to the fact that him and Tim committed the crime of mail and wire fraud with the fraudulent insurance policies. Like, YL said it.
What he's saying is the last minute witness that they wanted to testify or give a statement saying that it was not mail and wire fraud would have been, irrelevant, because YL had already pled to that. So there was no need to hear somebody to come in now and say, oh, it wasn't, because YL had already pleaded to it. So, yeah.
So YL didn't say, no, I'm not guilty. YL said, no, I'm guilty. We did this ish together. Yeah, we did. So it don't matter what this hearsay person got to say, because the person you claiming would get off has pled guilty and described what the F happened. And we got text messages. Quit playing in our face. Quit playing in our face. Anyway, so then Judge Ross repeated the fact that that this information coming out at this at the 11th hour seemed very suspect. So then Judge Ross addressed Tim's acquittal motion. Y'all heard about that as well. Tim was asking for an acquittal. Like, y'all, I keep telling you, this is Tim telling the court, I keep telling y'all made a mistake. I'm not supposed to be in this situation. I always get away with everything. So this is your last chance. Give me an acquittal. So Judge Ross then reminded Tim that Tim and his attorneys, that he said that the jury voted unanimously to convict on all 3 counts. So there was no confusion. We didn't have a hung jury. We didn't have one person holding out. All of them was like, no, they're gonna get guilty. Like all of them, unanimous. So for one, there was no confusion. Obviously, they weren't confused. He says, in addition, Judge Ross says he didn't believe that there were any errors made on the behalf of the court during this trial. I agree with you, Judge Ross. I didn't see not a nan mistake. I ain't gonna say I seen mistakes, but I ain't gonna say that I seen mistakes, but I ain't gonna say I saw some. I don't want to say bias, y'all, but bias is what keeps touching my spirit. You know what I mean? Like I felt like when it came to the defense, the judge wasn't having it. Like I felt like he gave the prosecution more leeway than he did the defense. I'm just saying that's what I felt. You know what I'm saying? But anywho. So the motions, so he said basically the motions were denied, and we will continue with this sentencing hearing. So stay your ass right there in that chair, because this is about to go down. So then Judge Ross addresses Tim. He tells Tim that he's going to talk to him and ask him questions, but he informed Tim that you have the option of not answering these questions that I'm going to ask you if you choose not to. So then he goes on to ask Tim the same questions he's asked to all of them, like, are you basically in your right mind? Do you understand what is happening right now? He asked Tim, was Tim on drugs? Tim, said no. He said, then he goes on to say, he said, and now he's never said this to any of the other defendants. He says, you were represented by many attorneys during this process. I was like, he was. I mean, he was changing attorneys like draws in the beginning. He said, but he was with attorney Gloria Rodriguez for a little over a year before Michael Leonard joined. And so he said, Jesus, my right, Jesus, yeah. But he said in that time, so he was basically acknowledging through this whole, what's been 2 years, that this process, the getting to the trial was 2 years. He said through that process, he understands because Tim has had many attorneys changing them like draws, that there could be some issue with that, meaning, everybody being on one accord and understanding what happened and having all the information, etc. So he was making clear, trying to make sure. He asked Tim, had he had the ability to meet with his attorneys and communicate everything to them and get them everything that they needed through this process. What Judge Ross is setting up for is this appeal for Tim to not be using it. So that was probably by design too, y'all. All this changing of the guards with the attorneys, because all of this smoke and mirror stuff that he can do, he can later say, see, what had happened was I wasn't represented well because Michael Leonard came in at the tail end, and he didn't get that piece of discovery from the other side, and that would have vindicated me. All of that. He's taking all kind of angles, y'all. Master manipulator. But it don't work with the federal court system.
All right.
So
go ahead.
But it would not. It would be Michael, his lawyer's job, to go back, ask for a recess so he could look at stuff that he didn't see. That wasn't done. So the judge is trying to say, well, you know what? Your attorney had plenty of time. He could have asked for a recess in order to catch himself up.
But you know what? To be honest, the truth, I don't know how much of the trial you follow. Honestly, that guy, I ain't gonna lie, that attorney. Even though I feel like, and I'm gonna still say it, and I still feel it, he dropped the ball when it came to the whole Wiley testimony and things of that nature. But every time that man would ask for like anything, like a recess or anything, he would ask for, he was shut down. He really, and now, even though I think he lacked on certain things, he did like go hard when it came to certain things, but he was absolutely shut down. Go ahead. I just want to say
that. Well, again, it was a circus.
Yeah, it was.
You got YouTubers there with 68 subscribers, with blogging the entire trial. Front page news in St. Louis, you got everybody taking every angle. So it's a circus. Eventually, the judge just gets tired of the shenanigans. Now, if he had been pulling other stuff to delay the trial or whatever, and you're not always privy to what the judge says to the attorneys.
That's
a lot
true.
of times they will clear the courtroom, or they will say, "Meet me in my chambers." And the judge will warn them, hey, I don't want any more of this. Any more delays about this or that. And he reprimands them in private, because if you get reprimanded in front of the jury, it looks bad for whichever one. So they like to reprimand behind doors with jury not present. A lot of times they'll tell the jury to leave. Okay.
Oh yeah, they excuse the jury. Yeah.
You take them out, and they will rip a lawyer to shreds. Again, you can't. If you did it in front of the jury, then you make the lawyer look incompetent, which then leads to a appeal of not competent counsel. Right. Thank you. I just heard little weeks at counsel. I thought it was in my head. But, and that's why you can't do that in front of the jury. So they'll rip them and then bring the jury back, and they'll say exclude the last question, whatever. But again, the judge is just trying to put out there, he had enough time. He asked for a recess. He didn't. So he felt confident enough to go forward. Plus, when he switches lawyers, they give them a few weeks anyway.
Yeah, and from what I understand, Tim played musical chairs with those lawyers. Like they say he did the most when it came to the lawyer. Because you remember when we was covering, well, for those that were here, you remember when we was covering the trial, he actually attempted to try to fire his lawyers in the middle of the trial.
Yes, as a show, and that happens sometimes. But here's the other thing. The woman that was his attorney was now second chair.
Yes, so she was.
She knew everything that had been from that point to this new guy. She had known. So if he didn't know it, she knew it. So you can't say that, oh, my lawyer didn't know something. Your lead lawyer is now co-counsel. So you have no room to say anything. If he had just fired her and she left, then they would have had to give him time to catch up to speed.
Right.
His co-counsel was now his ex-attorney as far as lead goes. So that he could bark that tree if he wants to. He ain't gonna get much from it. Somebody just asked me, the judge thought this was an open and shut case. I don't know, because again, a judge can't show that. Like the Kyle Wittenhouse case. Everyone thought that judge was on Kyle's side the entire time. And that caused that judge to catch a lot of criticism. So judges are sneaky. They may not let you know. But if they put out any favoritism, that also could be a lead to a mistrial.
Oh yeah. And I don't know why I feel this way, but I do. And maybe like you said, it could be because of past shenanigans that the defense were putting on, but I felt like that judge in that case showed a little favoritism, but that's just my opinion. Yeah. All right, y'all, let's listen to a little more.
He asked him if he also asked him, were you satisfied with the service you received from your attorneys? Again, Judge Ross is getting all this on record. So when he's appealing, these are the things you can't now be saying. Well, I was never satisfied with my attorneys. They didn't really represent me correctly. I'm a struggling black man who just trying to sell some chicken. Like, he can't do none of that. Well, he could try it, but now it's on record that he said he was satisfied with the service, that his attorneys, he went over everything with them. They, got all the information they needed, et cetera, and they were on one accord and all of that. Mm-hmm. I was like, but this is the funny part, because I thought this is how it was like, this is tricks and stunts. Because why are you saying you're satisfied with your attorneys, the service of your attorneys?
Thank you, Trey. Y'all please hit the like button if you don't mind, and feel free to hit the Cash App and support the channel. I hope y'all enjoying this commentary. Let's get into it. Trey, I think I saw when Michael scheduled the live at 11:30. So we're gonna get in what we can get in today, so we can get out. I'm ready for that interview. I think it's gonna be the funniest shit ever. I'm just saying.
Today, but if y'all remember correctly, towards the end of the trial, last day or two, Tim was trying to
Thank you for those links, Charlene. Thank you, boo.
Fire his attorney. Remember, he held us up to fire his attorney.
That's what I was talking about, y'all. Like in the middle of the trial. For those that wasn't here for that commentary, or for those that don't know, Tim actually tried to fire his attorneys in the middle of the trial. Like, it was just too much. It was a whole lot of.
Now you're satisfied. Shouldn't you still not have been? Shouldn't you say, no, I'm not really, because I tried to fire him and y'all wouldn't let me? Wouldn't this be the time to say that? But he said he was satisfied, because you always was satisfied. You was trying to pull a stunt and trick during the trial. He's been reading he got a lot of time to read books of how to, swindle and all that jail talk, and people saying, dude, what you need to do is try to fire your attorney at during the trial, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. If that don't work, then, I'll tell y'all what else he did. He did some most ish. Oh my God, there's so much. He pulled some most stunts during today. Okay, and so I wrote here that Miss Robbie was on the front row.
Kate.
She was on the front row in the middle, and she had like a perfect view of Tim, like they could look at each other or whatever. Again, but I'm looking at completely at the back of her head, and she was far over, so I couldn't see anything that she was doing. I'm sure everybody's happy that people involved are happy. I couldn't see.
Truth was Michael interviewing. I have the coolest I've been out of the loop. Money boy Trey.
So then Judge Ross started talking about the sentencing guidelines and that whole procedure, and he informed Tim that his charges of the conspiracy to commit murder for hire. Lord, I think I said it earlier, didn't it? I think I said the full words. But anyway, those conspiracies to commit M for hire automatically came with life sentences. There's no negotiating right there. That's just what the sentencing guidelines say. Is autopilot. That's default. So he was like, I'm making that clear. Like, we already know what's happening. We already know what I'm gonna say at the end of this. He asked Tim if he had an opportunity to go over the pre-sentencing report with attorneys. Then Tim said yes. Then Judge Ross started to address the objections that were presented in the report. So that document is out. I didn't get a chance to do a video on that because, again, I was trying to get y'all the timeline plot video. That was a lot of work. So maybe we'll go through that. Yeah, I don't know if okay, I'll still read this here, but so there were 10 objections. I'm gonna summarize these for y'all. 10 objections to the pre-sentencing. The other, so Travell had this, YL had this, and Terica had this, and I swear none of them had more than like 3 or 4 objections, and they, if that. So Tim was, remember, there was discussion of his education. So he wanted them, they had said he only completed high school, I want to say. He said that or ninth grade, I think it was. He wanted them to know that he wanted them to change it to say that he had completed some college, because education can play, your level of education can play a role in the sentencing guidelines, like where you fall in there.
I think at this point they're just grasping for straws. You know, people need to stop playing with the justice system. I'm gonna just say that. Like, damn. Like, I get it that you got to do whatever you need to do to try to get your client out at some point in time. And I think I now understand maybe just a little the judge's frustration when it came to the defense, because come on now, bro. Like, honestly. And then it just behooves me when after a trial and somebody's convicted, all of a sudden they want to come up with all these antics. It's just too much. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. And I'm gonna be blatantly honest with y'all, and I'm gonna be real transparent when I say this. I'm just not sure for sure how as far as what my YouTube channels are gonna be doing the trial of my son's murderer. And listen, I don't know how far off that is. I do know there's an arraignment coming up, and I probably won't give y'all the date of that. I probably won't talk about that till after it's over. You know what I mean? Just because for my peace, because you know a lot of times people take what you're going through in real life and try to jab at you with it. So unless I do it, and I can't even do a members only live talking about it at this point, because we do know there are certain people that are so stalkerish and so desperate and thirsty that they actually pay for memberships. Thank you. I appreciate the revenue. Thanks. Just know I would never ever pay for your commentary, but the fact that you want to pay for mine, hey, I feel like a star. But anywho, I don't know what my mindset would be when it comes to how I will be doing the trial, you know, the actual trial of my son's murderer, because it'd be the bullshit for me. Like I told y'all when we went to that we did the Zoom with the whole bail reduction hearing that we attended doing Zoom. Now I know what I was feeling sitting on that Zoom and listening to that attorney talk and try to get his bail reduced. And I know the thoughts and the feelings and the shortness of breath I felt when I listened to that lady talk on the Zoom. So I can only imagine what my demeanor would be in the actual courtroom. Because listen, I get it. Defense attorneys are here to defend. They're here to, you know, try to get their clients out, trying to get the best outcome for their clients. But to me, at some point, it gets to be just too damn much. And I feel like sometimes attorneys be playing on people's top. And it's just too much. You know, like in my son's case, like this dude got 3 charges, and the bail for all 3 charges added up to $450,000. And you walk your ass into the courtroom and literally ask the judge to reduce bond to $25,000. Where did any of those charges go away that added up to the $450,000? You asked for 25, and we're not gonna negate the fact that this dude ran. He literally ran. He made it into another state before he was apprehended. So he's a flight risk. The truth, you know about them flight risk. You know about them motherfuckers that run.
Oh yeah, their bonds cost a hell of a lot more.
Come on now. You really think you're gonna come in here and get that bond reduced from $450K to $25?
Because that's all his client could afford.
Well, His ass still in jail, and he's probably gonna be in there until the trial. It's ridiculous. Then you a whole flight risk, and you talking about can you reduce my bond? Come on, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna be talking about. I'm sorry, I probably be breaking off and talking about my son's case a lot more now, not telling too much because it's so close. And like I say, we do have a hearing coming up here soon, and I just can't with the shenanigans, y'all. I just can't. But you know who? Let's listen.
Consideration. However, in the case of Tim, with this conspiracy and for hire thing, it don't matter. You're getting life no matter what. So give it up. Don't matter. So Judge Ross was like, we did correct that to say some college, but he said it was a mute point. Like it was pointless. But we did it. We're going to play this game with you. He then says, talked about the recharacterization of Tim's relationship with Terica because
I
they were
agree,
saying,
Slayton. I agree, but you know that can work both ways. So yeah.
I forgot now the wording, but I think they were saying love interest or something, or relationship, and he was like, no, it was only a sexual relationship. Like, I don't want y'all saying that we was involved because it was just sex. I'm like, okay, that makes you feel better about your life.
Saying? It's the nitpicking for me. So you was fucking her. All right, so what? I mean, come on, bro. Relationship. Potato. This is too much.
They corrected that. Again, how that helps this at all, lightens your sentence, I don't know.
Thank you for that, E. Brooks.
Then there was some discussion about the life insurance policy, because I haven't read this document in full myself yet, so I can't remember. I don't know the details to even regurgitate it. And all I got is my notes right here of what was stated today. So it was something about the insurance policy. It was overruled, some wording or something about that. The testimony during the trial. Let me see. So they had an objection to some of the testimony during the trial. It was specific paragraphs that they said were not accurately supporting what occurred during the case. Judge Ross was like, get out of here with that. Get out of there. Get out of here with that. We know what we're doing over here. And what we wrote was true. Then he spoke. Number 5 was the enhancement to sentencing. So let me see. I'll just say what's here. So Judge Ross was saying it had no impact because the sentencing guidelines were mandatory. So again, life means life. You fall in the life category. I'm sorry, the charge you have fits the life category. That's it. There's no negotiating with that. So this, again, the enhancements don't matter. You're getting life. Ain't no enhancement on life. So, this was good too. This is another read, another shady moment from Judge Ross. So he says, on top of that, I ain't looking, even if this enhancement, even if I were to consider taking off the enhancement to the sentencing based on Tim's prior record, I wouldn't do it because he said Tim gave false testimony and conflicted with the evidence that he was charged with. And basically now, in addition, was being charged with obstruction of justice because Tim and Judge Ross, he elaborated more.
Okay, so for those who followed me when I did this commentary, why in the hell is Tim being charged with obstruction and Travell not? Fun ain't up here. Damn it. Come correct. If you can answer. Do you not remember where Travell gave conflicting testimony?
Yes.
Remember? He gave if his testimony wasn't conflicted to what he put in his statement, what the hell are we talking about? So now Tim has an extra charge of obstruction of justice. Well, where's Travell's charge? Does anybody else get what I'm saying? As far as the bias, and I'm gonna start using bias at this point. I'm sorry. I don't get it.
It goes back to what I said before, and the truth just confirmed it. The judge has all of these different things that are being presented to him. We don't know what goes on behind chambers, what the judge allows and doesn't allow. You see what I'm saying? We don't
Mhm.
have that full picture. So, with Tim being the narcissist that he is, ain't no telling, and seeing the shenanigans that he tried to pull, that we're privy to, ain't no telling what all's been done and thrown across the judge's desk.
But that shouldn't have anything to do with you charging Tim with a charge and not charging this other dude with the same charge. Come correct? I get what you're saying. I get his frustration, right? When it comes to the antics, I just stated that I feel him as well, and I think
But
it's
you gotta,
bullshit.
but also Travail and Terica, first one to speak, first one to get the deal.
Yeah, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. Come correct.
If Terrell's was a plea bargain, 32 years, then they're not going to charge him with anything else.
Right.
Wow. That's why he was able to come in there and literally switch up his testimony from what he put in his statement, and he didn't receive any. Um, he didn't receive any punishment for that. It's just too much for me. I'm glad this shit is over. But now, that supposedly is gonna be an appeal, so it might just start all over again. you know.
And wait for us to get these transcripts because he was saying Tim voluntarily. He said, during trial, Tim had the option to testify on his behalf or not speak at all. And basically, he was saying he shouldn't have spoke, but he chose to speak. And not only did he choose to testify, but he got up there and testified. And because of that, we're adding obstruction to justice.
Oh God. Okay.
His charges. Because he got up there in line when he could have sat his ass down and just said nothing. He dug a deeper hole. We knew that anyway, y'all, though. We already knew. I'm happy he got up there. I don't know about y'all. That was good-ish. That was beautiful. Because we ain't really got much from him since then. So that if that was his last hurrah, I'm happy with it. Thank you, Tim Norman. Thank you. I needed that. I needed that comic relief. So I'm happy he got up there, but in getting up there, this Negro got an obstruction of justice charge for lying.
What the hell can an obstruction of justice charge do at this point? To me, that's just that's true. Come on now, that's asinine. The man got 2 life sentences. Why even put another charge on him?
He'll get 2 years for obstruction.
Oh God, what them 2 years gonna do on 2 life sentences?
Not a damn thing.
Come on, bro.
He can
They
celebrate.
just doing the most at this point.
He can celebrate when the 2 years are over. Well, one of my sentences is over.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like it's some shit. It's some shit going on at this point. That was ridiculous.
But
Come on now.
again, your attorney is trying to overturn as much as possible because the more you
I get that, but what I'm saying is, why did the prosecution even do it in the first place?
To pile on.
Damn it, man.
To make them look worse and worse and worse. And again, the more charges, the more things you get convicted of, the less likely it is for you to slip out.
I get it.
But the whole thing for the defense is to try to the more things you get overturned, the more likely it is you could ask for a mistrial,
right,
on the fact that the trial wasn't handled properly.
Right. And to be honest, this is just my opinion, y'all. Please don't hang me. I don't think it was. I don't. So, D-True, do you think he's going to be granted an appeal? From what you know?
The appeal has to be heard.
Yeah.
How long the appeal is heard for, that's that's the point. But they have to go over the appeals, and the judge has the right to deny the appeals.
Mm-hmm.
But they will bring it to the next court.
Right. It won't be decided in that court.
No, they'll bring it. His appeals will be sought through a different avenue. They'll look at the appeals.
Mm-hmm.
They'll look at the trial. If they feel everything is on the up and up, it's denied. That's all you get.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Once your appeal is exhausted, you serve your time.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you can find something somewhere that will exonerate you, you're not bringing that to the court.
Right. I get it. All right, y'all. Listen to a little bit more. We're gonna stop at some point in a few minutes, y'all, so we can all be ready for the interview. Okay.
Oh, I could have cracked up in the court at that point today. I was chuckling inside so
Hey,
hard.
Nikki.
So I finally just got it out. Oh my God, he deserved it. Okay, so number 6 was accept the responsibility for his prior convictions. So Michael Leonard, Tim's attorney, was saying also basically he should be given credit because this is a man who will admit his wrongdoings. Because of the fact of his prior charges, he actually pled guilty. See, he's an honest man. He did those crimes and he admitted to them. I guess we're supposed to ignore the fact that he did this crime too and didn't admit to this one? Like, what? So he wanted him to basically give, he wanted credit. He wanted credit. He wanted a sticker for that. Like a little stick on his forehead and be like, he was honest back then, so we give you a little credit for that. What? This is good. I got to do some digging. Some of y'all might know, and if you know, please put it in the comments, because y'all know after the live, I'll watch this back because I can't see all your. There's a lot of comments, so I don't see them during these lives. Most of them I miss. But anyway, I want to know if you know anything about this pending case. So Tim has an active pending case in addition to this. In Jesus, I wrote it down somewhere. Where was it? It was in my notes. Somewhere in Texas, was it? And I don't know what maybe I'll get to it. It's because it's in my notes. I just don't see it right here. I'm probably just overlooking it. But anyway, Tim has a pending case, and Michael Leonard didn't want that case to impact the sentencing. Again, Judge Ross kept going to, he getting life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I haven't officially convicted him of life or sentenced him to life yet, but he's getting life. So these little nuances ain't finna help nothing. But Michael Leonard is still trying. So he talked about the pending. They didn't go into detail at all except for where it was, and it hasn't been tried yet. But I need to find out when, because I might be in Texas. But we want to find out about this. So if y'all know anything about this,
So you know anything about, or can you kind of do a little research on that about whether or not he has a case pending in Texas?
Yeah, I'll look into it. But if he's serving life, they're not going to bring him.
Exactly. It's overkill at this point.
Yeah, with the chance of him being able to escape, regardless of how many chains you put on someone, once you bring them outside those walls, there's a chance that he can escape. So they're not about to take a person doing 2 life sentences to somewhere in Texas.
Come
Stand
on.
trial for something he could probably get 3 or 4 years for. So
Exactly.
I'll look
I'm just curious as the charge. Well, the charge will be. That's all. I'm just curious because Texas. Why would he have charges in Texas though? I don't know. This is my first time hearing that. Okay.
let me know. If not, I'll do my due diligence and try to figure it out for us. Also, number 8 was, you know what? And in the official document,
now once he get through reading, and I know y'all, we're an hour in, and this live is like 2 hours and 41 minutes. So I guess we'll be coming back on it. But once he gets through reading off these so-called objections, we're gonna end it. Okay. So let's listen. He's on number 8, and I hope y'all are enjoying this commentary. Y'all let me know.
Somebody, don't tell me who. Somebody, one of my people friends, um, just texted me and said it's when he punched somebody in the face. So I think that was wasn't that a worker?
Oh, that was an employee he punched in the face. Oh, they ain't gonna extradite him for them charges. They
They're
ain't
not.
worried about that.
They're not even going to take him out of jail for that. To bring
No.
him to stand trial. They may Zoom it, but they ain't going to take him to Texas.
For punching
front
somebody in
stand.
the face, that, like you said, it's a risk to take him from what, St. Louis, if that's where he's gonna be. I don't know where he's gonna end up, but to Texas for that, nah. Oh, you okay? Sweet Berry said, yeah, I think it had something to do with the restaurant in Texas. He apparently punched somebody, but baby, they not. Texas might well just let that go.
I think by them adding all of this stuff on top of, or yeah, on top of the two life sentences, it's just the justice system way of saying
But here's the thing.
you ain't never gonna see the light of day.
Now, Texas is an asshole. So
Hmm.
they may charge him, convict him, and say, when he's done with your sentence, you could send him over here. And he could do his time after he finishes your time.
And that will be what, when he's 81 years old?
Yes. And
Damn it, man.
Texas is an asshole. So if they give him 2 years in jail, he could be leaving one penitentiary to go to another
Wow.
for 2 years.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, they just sent me the link. Okay, good. Thank y'all. Look, I love y'all. I love y'all. So I'll get to y'all and let y'all know when I'm able to look at what they just sent. But he punched somebody in the face. I think it was that employee. What y'all saying down here too? Is that the case for assaulting the employee? Tiana Yvonne is saying that's what I think it is too, because I do remember that. But damn, that was some years ago. I thought that was way over. Maybe he being sued. I wonder if it's civil or criminal. Now, if it was civil, they probably wouldn't even been talking about it today. Yeah, somebody said the Houston restaurant. Okay, so I'm on the same page. The chef. Okay, so when he punched the chef in the, y'all, wasn't that like, that was way even before, so we like, wasn't that like 3-4 years ago? Okay, so anyway, that we'll get more into that. So I'll be following that as well for y'all. Those stories. So again, all these type of stuff we're covering here on VLB Reacts related to cases, true crime, and all that. That's moving over to Reality Chronicles. So definitely subscribe to the new channel for that. So what I'll follow up on this story.
I gotta figure out his new channel, and there it is right there. I think I'm gonna have to go over there because y'all know I'm VIP on his main channel, honey. I get text messages and stuff. I love me some Veil. All right, I'm gonna have to drop that link to the new channel tomorrow, y'all, when we come back.
I'll do a video to update us and all that. That's going to be on Reality Chronicles. It won't be on this. So I just put it in the chat again. So definitely go over there and subscribe. Okay, so back to this. Tim is okay, and then the obstruction for justice was charge number 9, or the conversation point of number 9. So I told y'all what that was for. I'm going up there to test the line. And then they talked about number 10 was he got 6 additional points in the sentencing as it relates to the sentencing guidelines because of his prior convictions back in 1996. So what I didn't know is it was a 1996 charge and in 1997. And they got him for kidnapping, armed robbery. So basically he had 5 counts. So
who the hell did he kidnap? Now this is something new. I thought it was just the armed robbery charge. Who did he kidnap? Oh my gosh.
We'll revisit that. No, but I might not be able to find much on that because he was a teenager.
He
so we'll
was.
see. Anyway, they talked about that.
If he held anybody inside the store,
oh my God,
didn't allow them to leave, or if he took somebody with him from the store, it's considered kidnapping. So if you move someone from one place to the other against their will, that's kidnapping.
Oh my God, Tim! I had no clue. I thought his initial stint in the Biggie house was for the armed robbery. He got kidnapped. He said it's like 5 charges.
Yeah. So if he may have, uh, if I remember when they talked about this, I think he took somebody and brought them somewhere to open something, or it was something like that. But he was
Oh,
part of a group, like I guess it was a couple people, not him by himself.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Mm, 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 mm.
I mean, you
Okay.
can get kidnapping just for locking a door.
Oh, absolutely. People don't realize how easy it is to get a kidnapping charge.
Mhm.
Honestly, they don't.
Put
Thank you,
somebody in,
McGill, for dropping
put
that.
somebody in the car, hold them against their will. That's
Mm-hmm.
kidnapping.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the line between the definition that you just put for kidnapping and criminal confinement?
Do I need to
They're,
Google? I'll
I
Google.
think they're interchangeable. Let me ask
Let
my
me see.
AI. I have my
I'm
AI
gonna
friend
Google
here.
right quick. Okay, so kidnapping, the definition of kidnapping, y'all, it got to be a thin line. Honestly, it does.
That's what I'm saying. Is there's a thin line. So when does criminal confinement?
Let me see.
Um,
Okay, so kidnapping is the action of abducting someone and holding them captive. What you say? Criminal confinement?
yes.
Let me see. I don't think it's too much of a difference.
Okay, kidnapping and criminal confinement are two separate criminal charges, but they share some similarities. Both
Okay.
involve restricting someone's freedom of movement against their will, but there are also some key differences between them. Kidnapping
Hmm.
generally involves taking someone from one place to another without their consent. Remember, I spoke that he probably had to grab somebody and made them do something, move
Right.
them from one place to the other, and often involves some sort of ransom or demand for something in exchange for their release. It's considered a serious felony in most jurisdictions, and the penalties for kidnapping can be severe, including lengthy prison sentences.
Hmm.
Criminal confinement, on the other hand, involves confining someone in a particular location without their consent. This could include locking them in a room, restraining them in some way, or
Yeah, he
using
probably, if
force.
he robbed an establishment, he probably did something sort of kind of like that.
Put them in a room or something, or
Hmm.
move them from one place to another to get them to do. Because if you take someone out of one store and bring them to another, that's kidnapping. You're forcing
Mm.
them
Right.
somewhere, and you're making them do something in order for their release. And exceed that the demand for something in exchange for their release. So kidnapping, usually, if you tell somebody, "I'm not letting you go until you empty your bank account out of your ATM right now," that's
Hmm.
kidnapping. That's kidnapping. You're telling them, "I'm not letting you go until you give me this."
Mm.
Did y'all answer the question that Leah had?
What did
She
Leah say?
said the truth and truth. Do you think that Texas will bring up all these charges for publicity?
No, I don't think so because they're spending money they really don't have to. So I don't think it'd be much of publicity. You know,
And why would you even want it? I mean, at this point, what are the court system? Why would the court system be concerned with publicity? That don't make
yeah.
sense to me.
I mean they're assholes and they like to make sure that everyone understands that if you commit a crime in Texas, we will prosecute you to the fullest,
Hmm.
including execute you. But
Hmm.
here's a key point that my AI mentions. While there is some overlap between these two charges, the key difference between them is the element of transportation.
Hmm.
Kidnapping involves transporting someone against their will, while criminal confinement involves keeping someone in one place against their will.
Hmm.
So you could go from
Hey, Grace.
criminal confinement to kidnapping just from moving them from uh, one house to another.
Hmm. Yeah. I just didn't know he had that charge. honestly, I didn't even think to look back on it. Even when we were covering this trial, all I thought he had was the damn armed robbery. A mess. All right, y'all. Let's listen to his commentary on the 10th objection, and then we're gonna get out of here. Okay.
So then Michael Leonard was saying because of those convictions, he got 6 points for those convictions. So Attorney Michael Leonard was arguing that Judge Ross should not consider those 6 points because of the fact of how long ago it was, and Tim was a teenager, et cetera, et cetera. Judge Ross's position was, I understand what you're saying, because there's a 15-year grace period. So after 15 years, a prior conviction, at least of that magnitude, doesn't count into your points, or it doesn't get considered. So Michael Leonard's argument was that was more than 15 years ago that he committed those acts. However, Judge Ross's position was, we count the time that he served in prison as well. So the clock starts once he's served his time. So the clock didn't stop until he served his time. That hasn't been a total of 15 years, so that's going to count. So Michael Leonard was like, okay. He was like, do you understand what I'm saying here? He's like, this is how it works. So we count that.
What he's saying
not when the crime.
Go ahead.
He went in at 27 or at 17. He got out when he was 27.
So that's when the clock started.
Yes, the clock for 15 years starts the day he's released. Some jurisdictions will not start the clock until your probation is over. So if you're released on probation, then it won't start until that probation period is full. So he could get 5 years probation. Well, that 15 years don't start until that probation is over. So
I get that.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't within the 15-year window from being released at 27.
Yeah. All right, y'all. A few more minutes and we're going to get out of here because I'm just behooved.
Time was committed, but once the time was served, that's when the clock starts. So, again, Judge Ross repeated this quite a few times because I got it written a few times. Judge Ross then said, pretty much, no matter what, Tim will fall within the same guidelines for the sentencing totals. So all of this stuff does not affect the calculations, the guideline calculations at all. He's still getting life. Well,
okay. We're going to start right there. So after this, I'm assuming that he's going to go into the whole sentencing phase where he's actually sentenced. And we'll come back with that tomorrow. I got a feeling that, and I don't want to, I just want to get this over with. And being as though I'm on a time crunch, maybe I'll try to start a little earlier tomorrow, go a little later. As far as this, I don't want this to like take up the whole week on this channel. So I'm gonna try to get it in. I do want y'all to listen to Vail and everything he had to say about the whole process, but I'm gonna try to get it in where I won't have to cover this the entire week because I do want to get into other things. But that's what we're gonna end it off today because in 25 minutes there will be an epic interview. I don't know if it's on Michael's channel or I think it's on Michael's channel. Michael's channel, CMA. Because I think the link's been dropped. Okay. Okay, Grace. Good to see you. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit that link and go over to CMA's channel at 11:30 Central, 12:30 Eastern to check out the interview between Michael and Moneyboy Trey. All right. And yeah, we'll be back. D-Truth, have any clue of when you'll be going live again?
I was gonna set something up for tonight because I wanted to talk about Dwayne Wade's son. Legally changing his gender.
Oh wow. Okay.
And the Michael Irving thing too, about accusing people of.
So are you still gonna try or?
Yes, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put something together now.
Okay.
I know I'll probably get in trouble because every time I talk about that subject, YouTube gets me. But I'm really kind of flabbergasted that you're allowed to go to court and change your gender.
Oh yeah, Leah. Whenever you're ready, just email me, sweetheart. Just email me. I got you. And I'm still waiting on Jamila if she's in the bushes or if she. I'm sure she'll catch the replay. If she's not in the bushes, I'll Jamila to do an update live on her daughter's case. So yeah, y'all listen. Y'all stay tuned to this channel. I got a lot of good things I want to bring to this channel. I am determined to keep this channel going. And the truth, honestly, is another inspiration that I have to keep this channel going. You know, he talks on the whole courts and the legal stuff. I enjoy coming to this channel. It's relaxing to me. I feel like it's commentary that matters. Not saying that our fun that we have on the other channel doesn't matter. It all matters. But I just enjoy the commentary that I bring on this channel. Truth or hate, that's okay, Funberry. That's okay, sweetie. I know you'll be. I understand that and listen, it be the time for me. I be trying my best to accommodate people when it comes to times and stuff. But I have to get in when I fit in because we all support over here, and I try to get in early on this channel to go ahead and get it done because I do want to get it done every day, and so. I have to be mindful of the fact that other people go live like later in the day. So I have to come to this channel early in the morning because, I can get my commentary in on the other channel anytime. But yeah, I'm determined to build this channel up and to get in the algorithm as far as my true crime. So Mondays are crazy. I get it, girl. I get it. Mondays are crazy for a lot of people. So I understand, Funberry. You good. Thank you for being here, man. I know you were in the bushes. Grayson, Judge Ross Sickerton. Yeah, I feel you on that. He is and ill.
Can I say something?
Of course. Go ahead, Joe.
Whenever I look at Come Correct, I swear I'm looking at something from Star Trek. I'm like, is she wearing a Star Trek red shirt or under there? Look at her picture.
Oh my God, Coco, we're gonna get you.
No, and the truth. Okay. So the picture where you see the hair over the eyes, that's me with long hair.
Hey,
And I,
Naya.
and I cut all of my long hair off and went with the pixie cut, which is the short hair where you see them luscious red lips. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-mm.
my thing is there's two sides to me.
Oh, I still think it's
Hmm.
Star Trek, but okay.
Yeah, that's what
You
that
you
is.
awake, Juicy?
I'm here
Well, Juicy always sounds like she's in a fishbowl.
because if I told you, I have to kill you.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
She's doing balls underwater.
oh
Oh,
wow. Oh, that is the best. That is the
okay.
absolute best.
Just to please you, what can I help you with, the truth?
No, I
Hey,
just
Coco
make
Cabana.
I was just making an observation that you always sound like you're in a fishbowl.
Okay. Well, I have to tell you
I
what the
did.
problem is after. I'll tell you what the situation is after. I guess that will be behind the scenes. I'll tell
Okay.
you what's
I
going
didn't say
on.
anything about balls. That was someone else. Okay. Okay. Someone else said
No,
balls.
no balls. But I'll tell you why I sound like that behind the scenes.
Oh wow, that sounds a little kinky.
It is. It is.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
just saying.
It is.
Since he all up in my business.
Trey, don't try to silence my Trey love. She cannot be silenced. She will not be moved. Leave her alone.
No, wait a minute. Is the interview on Money Boys panel or is it on over yonder
See,
on
that's why I know
CMA
you sitting
channel?
over there watching TV while you supposed to be paying attention. I just said
I
it
was
was on.
paying attention.
Well, I just said it's on CMA's channel, ma'am.
Well,
Like
I
two
got to
minutes
go.
ago.
What I'm saying, what do I type in to get to him?
The link is
4C
in the
game for
chat.
life, ma'am.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you didn't say that. I didn't. I'm up here on the panel. I can't push the button in
Well,
the chat to go
but
to him. Like you know
two
what?
2 minutes ago,
In
Trish.
fact, I think the actual link has been placed in the chat, ma'am.
You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
You know what?
it
That's why I'm
has.
gonna fix that mailbox so I know it's been mailed with.
You know what?
Cause you working hard. You working.
Truth, I still don't understand that I
Also,
ain't
also
sucking
feel home.
anything underwater. Well, I mean, I think it's time for a course over there on Truthhurst After Dark. I'm telling you, the sucking of the balls under the water is
Oh
great.
Jesus.
It is
Oh,
great. It is.
so
It's just. It's so amazing.
Sophia home. Oh,
So
Sophia
feel
home
home
now.
now. So feel home now.
Mm-hmm. Because
Thank
what
you.
it
Thank you,
is the
Grace.
weight of the waters helps your jaws, so it keeps your
I
jaws
don't want to
relaxed.
hear this.
Mm-hmm.
Man, TV, I agree with you. The word of the week is cold, and these people are sick, and I ain't got time for it. But yeah, we gonna get it in as far as that call action. Cause shout out to JC who sent me some information on something that I think I want to cover, y'all. I do. Money Trey said y'all gotta stop watching that lady Hick. I'm finding out what she's saying through y'all, cause y'all know if I was actually watching, I'd been snapped on her. Well, you can't. You don't. I get it, Trey, but you still don't have to respond just because you're being made privy. Truth, AD, you see a Korean why we need to take her advice devices. I I'm not gonna listen. I'm listen as a cult leader. I don't have any control over you all. Y'all just roll, and I don't know what else to do now. Quit trying to silence Trey Love. Let her get her shit in. It is what it is. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not taking devices. I'm not doing it. I'm loving it. Anywho, we're gonna get ready to get off, but I do want to say, and I'm gonna emphasize, we're gonna come back tomorrow, y'all, and we're gonna listen to some more. Thank y'all so much for supporting this positive live. But I'm gonna end it by saying, sucking balls underwater is the most liberating thing you can do.
How do you go from underwater in a fish tank to sucking balls?
Well, I mean, it all coincides. I just like to inform the people. And I've been asking my people to try it because I did and I will never go back.
I'll have to. I'll have to. I think myself, and I can speak for Money Boy, we'll be opting out of that.
None of hell y'all won't, cause y'all messy. Y'all gonna be right there. Y'all gonna be right there with the shenanigans.
Well, I'm hoping that nothing I'm with is got balls, but okay.
I'm just saying. Which one do you swallow? Oh God, Copacabana. I'm gonna do it live over there in after hours. We're gonna talk about the sucking of the balls under the water.
Well, that won't be monetized.
Oh my
I don't
God,
give a
Trey
damn.
Love. Oh, let us pray. Oh, my stars. Heavens, moons, and quasars.
Not having moons and quasars.
Let's just let this week just be peaceful.
Oh, it's gonna be peaceful. It's gonna be good. A good time. It's gonna be funny. Answer
Shut out.
Coco
Just
Cabana.
no more
Which one do you got?
shakaras this week. No more shakaras this week. I claim it.
Oh no, we're done with that. We're so done. Now, she did intrigue us as far as some of the people as far as cults. Even though we're gonna be talking about cult type activity, it won't. That right there over there won't be addressed. I can't with that chick. I can't with the lies. I can't with the delusions. And the more and more I hear about what she's saying, it lets me know that she's off her rocker, and I can't entertain it. Keep it real, say I love y'all too, Ebru, but I'm not allowing that goober to dig
Gopher.
my name. Gober,
Gopher.
gopher to dig my name in any hole. I know that's right. I know that's right. But anyway, y'all, we're
Gopher.
gonna get off here. I gotta talk to the grandbaby and do a couple of things before the actual interview. Trey keeps saying it's probably gonna be more like 12 o'clock instead of 11:30, but Trey said whoop that trick. But yeah, I enjoyed this live, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't know. I probably would not be able to say it enough how much I appreciate y'all for supporting these type of lives I do. I nobody trying to drown nobody, Miss Gloria. Now, if you get your ass down there and start sucking the balls, and you running out of breath, and you ain't got sense enough to come up for air, that ain't my fault. Cause I'm a pro at it. I've done it many, many, many times. It's the jacuzzi for me. Now, the pool is good, but it's the jacuzzi for me with the jets.
Be true.
Yes, ma'am.
Read the private chat.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I
Oh
see it.
God, let me
Okay.
see.
I see it.
Let me see.
Oh, okay. I understand. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna get out of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to look at man. Tell me what the hell.
I
Man,
agree,
you gotta
man.
make sure you come to that live, man.
I agree, man. This is way out of our jurisdiction.
Thank you, Tamara. Love you, boo. Listen, what do you mean? Stop it. Stop it. Okay? I'm just saying. Don't act brand new. Okay? Who nasty? Ah, listen, I'm out of here, y'all. I love y'all. Shout out to the True Sipper. Shout out to my fabulous moderators and also my monetary contributors. Y'all make sure y'all hit the links for anybody catching the replay. Make sure y'all hit the links that were dropped in the chat. Go check out VLB Reacts. Go check out CMA's interview with Trey. Go check out The Truth. The Truth. I'm gonna be looking for that promo because I know you're gonna put a promo out.
Yes, ma'am.
So I can share it out.
All right. Thank you.
Are you so welcome? And so yeah, we're gonna get off of here. Come on, E-Brooks. Come on. He ain't gone nowhere and he ain't married me, but he won't leave. You know, the people talk about fact that we ain't married. And my thing today is I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna just put a little, how do you know we're not married? With that being said, y'all, we're gonna get off of here. I love y'all, appreciate y'all, and y'all be safe, be blessed, never stressed. And I will see y'all over at CMA's. Hopefully, I will see y'all over at The Truth, and I will try to get in where I fit in later with a live on the Shit Show channel. I call my other channel the Shit Show channel. Okay. I love y'all. Y'all be good, okay?
Peace.
Peace. I'll holler at y'all later.
Okay.
You so welcome, The Truth. We got you. What you doing? What they do is